The month of January is my favorite. They learn to multiply by 7 and 9. The reason I love this is nines are the coolest, but also once they learn the nines, 7 times 7 is the last fact that they have to learn. That's it. It's the last one. So we're going to start with mix it up with multiples of 7. Same drill. Have them put it in order, mix it up, have them put it in order. Again, teaching those strategies to help them decompose. Just take 1 minute to work on those. And then we're going to move into the first time you teach times 9, we're going to have them noticing patterns. So there should be enough so that you have one per group, and then erase it when they're done. But give them a few minutes to notice patterns. Now, there's going to be the obvious ones where they say, and give them a dry erase marker, have them write all over this, but they'll notice that it goes up. It's all times 9. It goes up by 1 in each of these in this column. They might notice here how 9, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0, 1, 2, all the way to 0 again. Another thing they might notice is that it flip-flops. Like here we have 18, and here we have 81, 27, 72, 36, 63, 54, 45. That's another great one that they might notice. My favorite, though, is that this answer, the product, starts with, right here, 1 less than this, and these two numbers, the 10s and 1s, add up to 9. So again, 1 less than that factor, and then 2 plus 7 equals 9. 3 plus 6, 9, and so on. So they might see something cool like that. If not, guide them to it and see, you could say these two add up to 9, these two add up to 9. Does that happen with all the rest? Because that just helps them think about it when they're kind of playing around with nines. Next, I'm going to have you use some visuals. So we have times 9 as 10 minus a group. So instead of 9 rows, it starts with 10 rows. So like here we have 10 rows with 5 lemons in each row. But instead of having 10 rows, we have 9 rows by crossing off the last group. So you can do 10 times 5, which is 50, minus 5, because we don't need the last row. This also has cards where they can match the expression to the visual, just to help them solidify the idea that this is 50 minus 5. And then there's also the card that matches, so they can match 3 of them together. You could do that as the first activity. You could just hand them a card and say, write me an expression that would match the card. You can have them solving the cards, but basically the whole idea is to have them think about it as like 10 minus the group that you're multiplying by. And then we also have array flashcards for times 9. So these are great as well. Just using them every single month. They start to get used to that. So the 9s are the green ones. And again, they can use that to count by 9s, but really at this point, they probably aren't even going to need the visuals. My other favorite thing to show is solving 9s with your fingers. So this whole idea that it's like 10 minus a group actually works with fingers. So if they are doing like 3 times 9, you have to think about and teach them this many times because it takes a bit for some students. But if this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then the number you're multiplying by, the factor by 9, is the finger that goes down. And so it's kind of like this idea that it's one less group. So if this is 3 times 9, the third finger goes down. So it's like 30 minus 3. So that's why this works. So you have 27. So on this side of the finger is 20. On this side of the finger is 7. So it's 27. So 6 times 9 would be 54. This can be tricky for students to understand what you mean by like the finger down. Look at the ones on the left and the right. Sometimes I say these are the 10s, these are the 1s, just to help them think about it that way. And then you can move on to the 7s. You will have flashcards for the 7s here. And again, there's only one 7 fact left. because you can remind them, these are for enrichment, remind them you already know the 10s. You have ways for the 9s. You can double the 4s to get the 8s, or you might have a cool rhyme for it. This is literally the only one. This one, you can double 3s. This one, you can count by 5s, count by 4s, count by 3s, double the 7. They should know this from 3rd grade. So this is the last fact. So if they only have one left, that's simply one that they can do, like 5 7s would be 35, plus another 2 7s. They could do, if they know 6 times 7, just one more 7. So building off facts that they know for this one. And that's really it. So you're just going to check to see, do they have their 7s and 9s by the end of the month? And if they do, there is one enrichment activity that you can put out. This is like a matching game. So there's an A, B, C, and D card that will go together. It's got arrays with distributive property. It's got expressions, products, and it even has visual models. So this would be a fun thing to have out for students that have got it at your table. And that's it for the month of January.